Last time on Surviving Maine, the Touchy Subjects Challenge revealed cracks in the Lombard Alliance.
A lot of truths came out in that. I was voted most annoying, which I guess I don't know, I don't find myself to be annoying.
The three remaining skitters tried to take advantage of those cracks and made a last-ditch effort to get a former Lombard to flip. But Becky ended up saving herself by voting for Toby.
I'm sorry? Happy birthday?
On his birthday. 8 players remain.
So we went to tribal. We decided immediately, well, we were gonna all vote for Toby. And then I brought up the idea of splitting because we have 3-3 and they have 3. So we split the votes on Tony and Becky, assuming, because Justin was like searching like crazy for an idol, so we were just assuming that he would find something or had something. And he was like, I don't know if he was trying to be subtle or not subtle or make us see it, but like he was passing Toby Flint, and like obvious that's not an idol. Like it was visibly Flint. So when we decided to split, it was immediate like girls vote Becky, boys vote Toby, and I was like, perfect, because I love Becky and I don't want to vote for her.
Last tribal, Toby's offering was very tempting to vote Jasmine, but we decided to split votes, and I guess apparently one of their own voted Toby as well.
I mean, pretty much before and at tribal council, we were just trying to come up with ways to stir the pot and get the old Lombard tribe nervous, and I think that it worked. I think that we may have come to the conclusion that Jazzy may not actually have an idol, because I feel like that may have been a situation where she may have played it. I'm beginning to think that maybe she gave Jess the idol when she came to my tribe and was outnumbered. Yeah, I mean, Jazzy may have given that idol to Jess from the get-go.
Be nothing out there at all.
There might be nothing.
Yeah,
because Jazzy knew that potentially someone could flip right now and she didn't play anything.
Yeah, so that's true. Yeah, that was a big time to play it if she had it.
Right. She was nervous.
Yeah, that's kind of how we felt on the second vote. It's like, or you guys would have played it if you had it.
I still have my idol. I've threatened to use it every confessional and every time I vote, and I haven't used it, so that's where I'm at.
And is that Jazzy reaching out to my group that, hey, we're willing to vote for Becky?
Right.
I mean,
maybe. Yeah.
What's going on here? It's one less strong competitor that I have to compete against to win immunity. I'm going to probably have to win out at this point, and I think I can do that now. Cameron is really the only other strong competitor, I think, physically. There's some good puzzle makers as well, but for the physical aspect, I think it's just me and Cameron. Get or be gotten.
Right, no, I know. Yeah, that worries me a little bit because those weren't the numbers I was expecting going in.
Okay,
it was the outcome I expected, not the numbers.
Right. We had 3 people that did not vote with you.
Right.
And they were supposed to do a revote. And then they were gonna vote for me. I heard them saying, Jasmine was like, it was supposed to be a tie, and then a revote, and then we were supposed to vote for Becky. What happened? So like, that was freaky. Oh my God.
I saw them kind of arguing, and they all looked a little bit confused after tribal council. The result was what they wanted, but I think that there was some confusion, or somebody put down the wrong name or something, because they were scattering and looked like something bad had happened. So something went wrong there.
I'm really for this one.
But just the outcome planned, right?
I've made final 3 deals with Becca and Tony, and I want to include really what I would like to do, but I need to make sure that it works with other people because Becca just got some information about Tony that I don't understand, and Brandon has his own stuff going on that I don't know if it all meshes. My plan, if it works out perfectly, is me, Tony, Becca, Becky have a solid 4 at the next vote to pretend to vote out Jasmine. She's already super paranoid. She's going to play her idol. Instead of voting out Jasmine, we vote out Jess. We blindside Jess with her idol. The other idol gets played at Tribal Council. Both idols are gone.
And knowing that Jazzy and Jess both have idols, we gotta start playing the game hardcore.
Yeah. Moves need to be made soon.
So
Sooner rather than later.
Someone's gonna be a shot caller.
Right.
It needs to happen. They said I was the biggest target in the immunity challenge, and I avoided the slaughter again tonight. So I'm happy about that. But again, with limited or no allies, you're just a dead man walking. So I've got to get on that, and I got to get somebody to flip. I just think that Jazzy's really uncomfortable right now, and I think that's who I'm going to target for the flip.
I don't think it's a good time to flip at all. I think now we gotta focus on getting Justin out because the biggest competition out here is Justin, so he's gotta go if he does not win immunity.
I did find out that Tony did vote against Sarah, which I didn't like. But I think Tony's really trying to stick together with me. Although it's tough to tell with Tony sometimes, but I really do feel confident that he's loyal to me. So even though he voted with the skidder during during the 3 tribes split, I feel like it was just him doing anything he could do to survive.
Once the next 2 skitters go, it's like dog eat dog, like everyone's gonna gun for each other. The only thing I gotta watch out for is if Justin goes on a immunity spree or if Becky goes on immunity spree. That'll be something to look out for because that would not be good for my game.
This is an endurance challenge. I've been waiting for an endurance challenge because I think I'm good at it and I am not stepping down. I am gonna win. If it makes me a threat, I don't care.
All right, guys, come on in. All right, welcome to another immunity challenge. Tony, I'll take back the idol. It's the first time I remember to do it. Thank you.
Won't be for long, right, Jen?
Starting right now, you are no longer allowed to talk. You will not be able to talk until Tribal Council begins. Okay? The only way you will be able to talk is if you bow out of this challenge. So if you need to strategize or talk to other people, you can only do that by giving up immunity.
I'm giving it up.
Wait, not yet. Let me explain the rules of the challenge and then you can do that.
I'm giving it. All right, start over. Sorry.
I appreciate your enthusiasm.
That's a good TV moment.
So in this challenge, you'll be standing on the balance beams. If you fall off, you do not get to talk. You only get to talk if you announce that you are stepping down, and then you do so. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you fall off, you're going to go sit over there on the ground. If you announce that you are stepping down, you can come over here and chat with whoever's over here. As soon as this challenge is over, we are going directly to tribal. So we're going to have you 4 on this beam and you 4 on this beam. Go ahead and get in your spots. Cameron's taking off his shoes. Becca, almost everybody's taking off their shoes. Becca, Brandon, and Jess all have their shoes off as well.
What's the deal with the talking?
There's no talking. You can only talk if you bow out of the challenge
When
and
will that
forfeit
decision be
immunity.
made?
Huh?
When will that decision be made?
Once I say go, you can say I'm out and step down. Does that make sense? Brandon's falling before he's on the balance
Are they
beam.
able to bow out mid-challenge if they choose 10 minutes in?
Yes.
I think that's where he's...
Yes,
right?
you can
You
step
try
down
it,
at
and
any
then
time.
If you know you're not gonna fall out, you can choose
Yes,
to talk.
but if you fall, you're out.
All right.
The last person left standing on the balance beams wins immunity. All right, survivors ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna bow out.
I'm out.
I'm out.
So Cameron is down without the ability to talk until tribal council starts.
The challenge of balancing on a balance beam, I knew, like, that thing was so tiny, like, I knew that I wasn't going to do it, and so when she said you had the opportunity to talk, it was like, all right, I'm going to talk, because I feel like my tribe is, like, keeping me, but then they're going to, like, vote me off first, because Red has made it so obvious that they think I'm a threat. So I wanted to talk to Justin and Becky. I wanted to throw something out there to, like, work together.
Guys, right here. You can't leave tribal council. Brandon, Justin, Tony, and Jasmine opted to bow out of this challenge. Come out. Did you bow out? Yeah, you put that. Nope, it doesn't count. Becky wins individual immunity.
Holy crap!
Fast.
Okay. Awesome.
So now voices are off. That's it. We're gonna do tribal right on these balance beams. So go ahead back to your spots and take a seat.
So we had a challenge today that was a balancing challenge, and it was whoever was the last one standing won immunity, and I won it. Part of the challenge was that if you wanted to get down and strategize with someone or talk with someone, you could step off immediately. And a lot of people did that, so I wasn't up against everyone, but I was up against a few people, and I think it's possible that they may have thrown it for me. I'm not sure, but I'm a little skeptical because Becca is a pretty relatively athletic person, and it seemed like she may have dropped on her own. I'm not sure.
All right, Becky, come get your individual immunity.
Nice job,
All right, you are immune at tonight's tribal council. Congratulations.
Thanks, Liza.
You're welcome.
This is a very nice piece of jewelry. It felt amazing to get it because my name had come up 3 times last tribal council.
All right, we're gonna bring in our jury. Emily and Toby voted out our last tribal council. But does anybody have anything they want to start with?
Sucks not being able to talk.
Is that going to affect your vote tonight?
Yeah.
Shouldn't. We talked all day.
It's not going to affect me.
We talked all day.
I'm not saying it's going to affect mine. I just think it's probably going to affect other people's.
That somebody might have it wrong.
Right?
I mean, it's pretty obvious to me.
I think we came in here with a plan at the end of the day. We've done it step by step. I don't think we need to talk about it.
Justin, what do you mean when you say it's pretty obvious to you?
I mean, this was the best thing that could happen is for someone from Skidder to win for us. And I stepped down trying to talk to somebody, but there was nobody really to talk with. We sort of like just were right there. I'm okay with that. I also am willing to put out another, like Wayne Brady over here, like, let's make a deal. Pick your final 3 and come over here with us. And you got 2 votes all the way and then just get rid of us. And I'm willing to make the same deal I made last time. If you guys want to get rid of Tony, you want, whoever, doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna vote Tony.
You're going to put Tony's name
I'm
down?
putting Tony's name down.
How do you feel about that, Tony?
A little harsh right there because you've done it before. But, I mean, it is a game. You got to put down the vote and go with your gut.
So, Becky, last tribal council, Toby and Justin were kind of pleading to the others that the Lombard tribe flips and votes with them, but you didn't seem to speak up. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so at this point I really miss tribes because I felt like I had a little bit more protection. This is a very individual game right now, at least it is for me. And so the way I'm looking at it is I just want to get to another day and I want the vote to not be me. So I'm doing what I can to get to another day. And so I know that the Skidder tribe, the old Skidder tribe is the pecking order, and so I'm just doing my best to guess what that is, and tonight, thankfully, it's not me.
Brandon, what do you think the chances of us seeing an idol at this tribal are?
I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe more because no one was able to talk. So, like, if there is more paranoia because of that. But, like everyone has said, it should be straightforward.
So typically in Survivor with idols, there is an expiration date on them. And obviously our numbers are dwindling, so that point must be coming up. Cameron, do you think that that's going to start affecting the tribal council votes?
Yes and no. I mean, I think what's really going to start affecting the tribal council votes is there's going to be a lot less red on the board for us to throw votes at. I mean, but I don't know. I feel like the idol's expiration, I feel like everyone's paranoia is already at 100. I don't think knowing that the idols are going to expire in 2 votes is going to make them come out any faster. I think those idols, if they're out there, are going to start flying off the shelves.
Anybody else have anything to add before we start voting?
Skidder did a great job at making me very paranoid and putting a target on my back.
How did they do that?
Just everything they've said at the tribal councils. It's like, it makes me feel very paranoid. I felt pretty confident in, Blue strong, There's been a lot of side conversations with Blue that I haven't been involved in. So I'm super nervous. I think that they're getting scared because Skidder has put into their mind that I'm a threat, so.
And you think that that's worked?
Yeah, I do. I do think it has worked.
So is there anybody that you're seeing kind of take the charge and to take that message from Skidder more than others?
Me. I think I've taken the message the most, 1. 2, even if tonight wasn't the vote that they're thinking of voting me out, I think that my pecking order number has changed because of the things that have been inserted by Skidder, and I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing.
So does that change your behavior and how you're going to vote tonight?
I didn't have a chance to talk and try to do that.
You got it right now. You got some strong allies. You just need 2.
So it sounds like Justin's saying if you have 2 people that you can bring over, that they'd love to vote with you.
And you still have numbers on us too.
You can go ahead and talk it out right here.
Open or in whispering ears?
You can whisper.
Really?
I never said you couldn't. Live tribal, here we go.
Just remember, I stepped off the balance beam for a reason initially. I didn't even try. What do you want me to?
Cameron's up now.
No wonder we couldn't stand on it. We can't even sit on it.
Thank you for falling because I made that shot go.
So in that, it seemed that there were some of you who were a little bit less concerned about what was going on, and kind of were able to sit back and watch things happen. So, Becca, you must feel pretty comfortable with this vote and where we're going into tribal right now.
I definitely would love to feel comfortable with it, and I'm comfortable with our plan and what we're doing, but it is Survivor, so you do never know. But I know we all really want a good night's sleep, so for tomorrow, and I think that our plan is going to be the best way to ensure that that happens, so we're all really strong for all of our immunity challenges tomorrow. I think that's important.
Okay. But are you concerned that by sitting here, you didn't potentially sway a Lombard from not?
I have
not
thought of
switching?
that. Yeah. I just feel like there's just not enough time to have the type of conversation that needs to have where it can make it, solid
What about you, Cameron?
with the people that need to have it.
I think sitting down is probably the smartest idea. I feel like we're already on the edges of edgiest. We're twitching right now.
We're living up to our namesake.
We don't need that yet. I don't think. That's my opinion.
I just want to put out that Jasmine wanted me to vote for Jess. That's the name that she gave me. So, I'm willing to vote for Jasmine. If anybody's open to doing that, that's where I'm going now. And I just want everybody to know that I stepped down from this challenge immediately.
So Justin has another proposal. Jess, how do you feel about that, hearing that Jasmine suggested your name?
I think we're still gonna do what we did, what we were planning to do before. I don't think I'm totally shocked. The game. I get the reason.
Brandon, are you worried that by standing up and having a conversation with Jasmine as she's talking about potentially, or we assume potentially switching with the Skitter tribe, are you worried that talking with her sets you lower in the pecking order?
No. I don't. Because she has no reason to be concerned whatsoever. So, I don't feel concerned about it.
All right. Any last words before we go up to vote? Becca, you're up.
This is one crazy game. Surviving Maine is a crazy game, but I love it.
So that tribal was really scary, and I'm like so nervous right now. I have no idea what they're gonna do, but I mean, Jasmine could play an idol on Justin. Who knows? But that's definitely the kind of thing I was waiting for. Like, this game is so fun.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. All right, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Hey, Liza. Just want to give Jasmine a hug.
All right, I'm gonna read the votes. First vote, Jasmine. Justin. It's 1 vote Jasmine, 1 vote Justin. It's 2 votes Justin, 1 vote Jasmine. It's 3 votes Justin, 1 vote Jasmine. It's 4 votes Justin, 1 vote Jasmine. The 11th person voted out of Surviving Maine, and the 3rd member of our jury, Justin. Grab a torch, Justin. The tribe has spoken. You guys can grab your stuff and head back to camp.
I mean, I knew that they were the blue strong, and when Becky won, I stepped down off the beam immediately because I wanted them to think, put another factor in their head and think, well, he must have an idol if he's immediately stepping down. I was hoping that we were going to be able to talk a little bit more, but we were in such close quarters, I couldn't get any strategy done. I think I could have maybe worked Jasmine a little bit. I think I definitely scared Jasmine, made her a little bit nervous, had a little bit of fun with her, but no hard feelings. I had a great time. My goal was to just put as much doubt and give Becky the best chance she had at maybe finding some cracks and moving on in the game. I'm rooting for Becky all the way. And yeah, I had a great time.
Just have to trust that not enough people were swayed.
No hard feelings. I actually really enjoyed playing with you, being on your team for a little bit, but someone has to go.
This person said my name. He's voted me. Time for us to get her to go. Adios, Justin.
I'm still voting for Justin because I have all my lances on blue, so I'm not flipping it.
Crazy, awesome competitor. Seems like a super awesome dude. Just the time is up. We need to go 7 strong or 6 strong, and hopefully maybe we can make something happen in the morning.
I'm very sorry. I'm just trying to stay another day, and I assume they're voting you. I don't like it, but I'm very sorry.
Good game, Jasmine.
Justin, you shot yourself in the foot, man. I was gonna give you my idol so we could get Jess out, and then you called me out. So, I'm voting for you tonight. My vote is for Justin.